Hello, today I will be working on two hard problems that I found on the internet. I found this problem right here with the rationals is a square root of 11 minus x minus square root of x plus 6 is equal to 3. And then I have this other problem, 2 square root of x minus 14 equals 288 over the square root of x. Now let's start by working problem number 1. Here I rearrange the problem into 1 whole square root over 11 minus x plus 6 is equal to 3. And then we can combine like terms. So we have square root of 11 minus 2x plus 6 is equal to 3. Now, to get rid of the square root, we just simply square it, and what you do on one side you do to the other. So now 3 becomes a 9, the square root is gone. Now we're left with 11 minus 2x plus 6. Now we can continue. We subtract 9 from this equation, do it on the other side as well, and now we have 11 minus 2x plus 6 minus 9 is equal to 0. But wait, what we can do is combine all the whole numbers that we have here, like 11, positive 6, and negative 9. Combine them. So 11 plus 6, 17, minus 9 is 8. So we have 8 minus 2x is equal to 0. Okay, we move the 8 on the right side of the equation. Now we have negative 2x is equal to negative 8. Divide by negative 2. Divide by negative 2. So we get that x is equal to 4 as your answer. Another way to do this is, I'll be back. Another way to do this is by simply squaring the 3 and squaring all of the square roots here. So that way you don't have to do this step right here where I combine the whole square root. So if we did it like this, you will automatically get it 11 minus x plus 6 is equal to 9. And then you can continue on downward with your work. Okay, now let's move to the other problem that I have. For this equation, we're trying to put all the variables of x on one side and the number on the other side. But this is going to be tricky because we're going to have to set it up equal to 0 at the end. But let me show you what I mean. So for this equation, we're going to multiply the square root of x to eliminate it. And what you do on one side, you do to the other. So now this becomes 2x because a square root of x times the square root of x is equal to x minus 14 square root of x because we distributed it is equal to 288. Okay, now I'm going to divide by 2, this whole equation by 2, and then this one by 2 as well. So I get x minus 7 the square root of x is equal to 144. Okay, so now I'm going to subtract x from this equation, and I'm left with negative 7 square root of x is equal to 144 minus x. Now I'm going to divide by negative 7. Divide this whole equation by negative 7. And I get square root of x is equal to 144 minus x over negative 7. Now I'm going to square this whole equation. And I'm left with x on one side and open parentheses 144 minus x divided by negative 7 square root. Not square root, square it. Okay. Now I'm going to expand the top portion of this equation, and this is how I'm going to do it. So it's 144 minus x. So we do this. I'm going to rewrite it as x minus 144, x minus 144. Use the FOIL method. I use the FOIL method and I get that x squared minus 288x plus 20,736. Okay, so we're going to put this right here. X is equal to x squared minus 288x plus 20736. And of course, since I expanded this side, since we're squaring it, I'm also going to square the denominator, which is simply 49. Okay, now I'm going to subtract x from this side, subtract it from over here, and I have 0 on this side. 0 is equal to, and I'm subtracting x from this equation, so I'm going to, it's an invisible one here, multiply times 49. So that way, the reason why I'm doing this is so that I can subtract 49x from negative 288x, which in turn leads to x squared minus, negative 337x plus 20736 49 is equal to 0. Okay, now, like I told you in the beginning, I said it equal to 0. So now I am going to multiply times 49 just to get rid of the 49 at the bottom. And I do on one side, I do to the other side. 49 times 0 is 0. Okay. Now I rewrote the equation as 0 is equal to x squared minus 337x plus 20736. Now I can try to solve this equation. We're going to find the factors of it. So I'm going to do x minus 81 and 256. Why? Because x times x is x squared right here. First, outer negative 256 plus negative 81 gives you 337x, negative 337x. Now, negative 81 times negative 256 gives you 20736. Set it equal to 0. Now I want to find what x is equal to. So I'm going to do negative 81 plus x is equal to 0, and x minus 256 is equal to 0. Okay, let's solve for this one. X is going to equal positive 81, and here x is going to equal 256. So I got these two answers for problem number 2, but there can only be one true answer when you plug it back into the equation. This was the original equation when we started doing problem number 2. So what we're going to do now is the two answers that we got, the two solutions that we got, we're going to plug in back to x to see if it gives you the correct answer. So I'm going to start with 81. So I do 2 square root 81 minus 14 equals 288 square root of 81. Okay, 2 times 9 minus 14, and 288 divided by 9. 2 times 9 is 18 minus 14 equals 4, and 288 divided by 9 is equal to 32. You see they do not equal to each other, so this is not, 81 cannot be the solution. Okay, now let's plug in 256 back to the original equation. This is the original equation right here. So let's plug 256. So we get, so let's plug in 256 right there where you see the square root of x. We're going to plug in 256. Okay, I went ahead and did the problem for you. So when I plug in 256 inside the square root of x, I get that 2 times 16 minus 14 is equal to 18. So 2 times 16 is 32 minus 14 is equal to 18. 288 divided by 16 is equal to 18. So 18 is equal to 18. So yes, 256 is the correct answer for problem number 2. So this is the answer for problem number 2. And if you want to go back, here are the 2 problems again and the answers. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.